was hardly anything useful in our archives. Just a reference to research on so-called phantoms within a specific range, C radiation. I suggest you speak with Professor S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the head of Malachite. He's known for his forays into pseudoscience, but he's been studying the zone for a long time. He might have some insights. And Skiff, make sure you don't leave without getting some answers from him.
Freeze. This is a secure facility. No rookie stalkers allowed. Limited access, special permit required.
Have you heard about what went down at the Dugas? I was there.
Yeah, sure. So you're telling me the Monolithians wiped out all the soldiers at the Dugas? And you somehow got away without a scratch? Bullshit.
I got lucky. That blind preacher there's almost got me.
Faust? I hear he's calling the shots for the whole monolith now. You must have a lucky charm if you ran into him and made it out alive. All right, you're in. After the Dugas, our scientists' jobs will be a walk in the park for you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Professor S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the director of SDC Malachite. If you intend to remain at the center, please avoid interfering with our work and treat all visitors with courtesy and respect. My colleagues frequently require stalker assistance to retrieve artifacts or conduct field experiments. Should you prove yourself capable, you may be entrusted with such assignments.
I'm looking for information about the Phantoms. A Monolithian called Faust conjured doubles of himself during a fight. I want to know how this is possible.
And I want to never have to hear about this subject again. But I suppose you're luckier than I am. The doubles you witnessed are induced illusions caused by Psi influence within the Tau range. This Faust fellow appears to be employing older Psi consciousness technology. Psi consciousness were the ones who extensively researched induced illusions and their impact on humans. Have you heard about the Wish Granter? That's their handiwork.
I want to know more about induced illusions.
Malachite doesn't have any files on this research, but I know of a place where you might be able to find them. Fortunately, the X network is up and running again. There's an abandoned mirror facility nearby. It was used to study induced illusions until 2008. If you can restart it and reconnect the mirror to Malachite, I could look for the information you need.
What exactly do I need to do?
Two things. Activate the visual projection center and calibrate the communication antenna. Mind you, configuring the antenna might require specific conditions. The older the equipment, the harder it is to set it up properly. I advise you to find an operations manual for the facility's engineering team and follow its guidelines to the letter. Talk to you later.
Howdy, eggheads. Care to tell me where Ozerski is?
Young man, I'd like to ask you.
Nah, don't bother. Just get Ozerski for us, all right?
Tell him we've got an appointment.
Professor Ozerski says that my commitment to maintaining order stifles the flight of imagination. Well, flights are for airplanes. And in science, order is paramount. That's why I won't tolerate mess. No discounts, no let's make a deal, and certainly no I'll pay you next time. You pay, you get your goods, not the other way around. Is that understood? Good. Here's what we've got. Okay.
Our security personnel have reported unauthorized attempts to bring live rodents into the STC.
When I left Garbage, I was headed for Pripyat, just like everyone else. But then I stopped just shy of it, as you can see. And I think I made the right call. Tech likes peace and quiet, and it's all... So if you... No rush, I'll do it nice and slow. Yep, don't be a stranger.
I can't concentrate. They won't leave me alone.
Hey, welcome. How may... It's all good. I've sampled everything myself. I'll see you again.
Wait till you laugh your ass off when I tell you some
What's Spark doing here anyway?
Your eyes react to the light. Freeze, don't move. Cognitive function seems intact. Preliminary... This... Malachite still has some in stock. If you need anything, I'm here.
Apologies. Got distracted then.
Never rely on a guess in the zone. You have to know for sure. Then he sees another field trip. These egg. Good luck out there.
got a real breakthrough here. We've gone from incoherent noises, grainy visuals, and flitting shadows to a repeatable illusion, clear and vivid. We've finally determined the range at which CFX can produce distinct induced illusions. We're still lacking specific details and features from them, but we can already create projections of both physical objects and images born from the human subconscious.
We're on our way. Give me a sit rep. Raspy, come in!
I saw his Yardov yesterday. Dead, ghastly and decomposing. As he walked around the corner, he passed me by with a blank stare. Didn't even look at me. Then the next morning he strode past me again, alive and well, and greeted me as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of decay. I checked the center. It's powered down. It was off yesterday too. What does this imply? Do these illusions continue after the VPC is shut down? Have we made them too tangible? Or perhaps the issue lies with me, and I'm seeing things that don't exist.
Attention, a malfunction occurred during the launch of the mirror. Clear the rails of any foreign objects immediately. Personnel, please proceed to your seats.
Thank you for establishing a secure connection. I was able to retrieve the information you requested. The Controller Project was responsible for the creation of phantoms as part of its research into induced delusions. However, all related data is highly classified and never went public. Fortunately, we have a list of the scientists involved in the project. If any of them are alive and in the zone, you may be able to get your information straight from the horse's mouth, as it were.
Do you know anyone on that list?
Regrettably, no. But I know someone who could assist you. Richter. He used to be a guide, but now his work mostly revolves around finding people. He's just the man you need.
Do you know where I can find Richter?
When he's not busy with his clients, he usually frequents the 100 Rods bar in Rostock. Try looking for him there. You can ask our guide. He'll help you find your way there.
Here's the Polovin. No clinking glasses on this one.
He seemed like a decent dude. We'll just
you wanna
have
chat?
a few drinks, and then he glanced at his PDA.
I need to find some people. Z.A.L.K.E.R mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Z.A.L.K.E.R is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
How can I find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or S.T.A.L.K.E.R will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. He wouldn't appreciate you being chummy with the ward and trying to make the zone disappear. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
You're asking the wrong guy. I found folks I could team up with. I wouldn't last long without them. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars, and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Can you take me to a place where I can hunt some mutants in collars?
You know I don't guide anymore. Not after I got Joker and Barch killed. I don't want anyone else to trust me and end up getting hurt.
Then just tell me where to look for those mutants.
I'll forward you the coordinates of a couple of spots. Choose whichever one you like. But keep in mind that Dvupal has been collecting these collars for a while now. The less dangerous mutants are all gone. Only the nasty ones are still out there. So be careful.
Alrighty. A check won't say itself. A loner comes up to a warden. I want to join you guys. Piss.
None of us were fond of the wardens. But at least they brought some order.
Did you hear the news? Freedom and duty are at it again. Now I gotta sit here and wait for duty to storm in, take Rostock back, and execute me as a traitor. But for the moment, it's mostly just threats. And I've still got work to do. So, what's your poison? I've got a solid selection. Plenty to choose from. So long.
Man, this sucks. No loot, no profits. We're gonna starve here.
Hey, man. I see you're back, huh?
No, I'm just passing through.
Come on, cut it out. It's payday, right? And you're thinking about what to do with your paycheck.
Well, I did get some overtime this week.
Good for you. And it's the right time to put double that. Turn that overtime into double time.
Well, maybe just a couple.
Son of a bitch. It ain't coming out.
Watch out. This one's a sneaky little prick.
This ain't a great one. I know you're here.
This ain't a graveyard.
No bullshit. Timing, man.
On the premise. No corpses on the premise.
What are you doing here?
Ain't no one here. Chill, boys. Know you're here.
Ain't no one here.
I know you're here somewhere.
Are you nuts?
Something's
This ain't a
not
great
right.
How was your hunt? Did you get that collar? I've got some business nearby. Swing by my coordinates and we'll have a chat.
Later, okay?
Take any questions to my commanding officer. I need some leave. Suspicious activity. All units.
Looks like you made it and got the collar. So you're good to go to Dvupalov. I've tagged the location of his hideout for you. You should be able to get there just fine. If he asks you for a password, just say the leash.
Is there anything else I need to know?
Collars aside, Dvupalov's only been working on one project lately. Vodka. Making it and drinking it. If he offers you a drink, don't turn it down, or you won't get any business done. But don't try to outdrink him either, or you might find yourself beyond medical help.
The leash.
Come on in, and don't drag your feet. If you only got one, don't expect a big payout. Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. It was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lab. It's just down the hall. You couldn't find it. Bottles tend to... All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
I'm not interested in vodka.
A man with no interest in vodka is a man with no interest in life itself. What motivates him then? How can you trust him? And most importantly, why share a drink with him? Look, about those colors. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on colors if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
I'm interested in a different project. The controller. You were a part of it.
The last thing I need is another Sherpa pestering me. That grad student is obsessed with the subject. The idea of blissful ignorance is utterly beyond him. That means I could use another drink. After the third shot of my elixir, even the most hopeless souls can start to grasp the basics of abstract thinking. Then we can talk for real. So what do you say? You down for a few more drinks, or maybe just one for the roads?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha, and I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to dampen abilities of a finer nature. Now, where did I put it? No, that's just some junk. Ah, look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Fuck, where are you off to? The artifact just popped out of the still. Grab me, Stalker. Left. No, right. Why, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after the artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the keycard for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Agroprom, staying close to X5. And now for the fourth shots, the happiest of them all.
I asked you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Dvupalov sent me to get the key card for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Dvupalov a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. All right, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the Controller project and bring them back to me.
Hand me that key card, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
All right. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.
You're having trouble sleeping too, I see. Let's get started early today. We're going to explore how your brain responds to metaphors and imagery. Empathy and abstract thinking. Those are the traits that separate us from simple beasts. And there, what separates you from the other mutants? In theory, at least. I rummaged through my library and came across something that suits our circumstances perfectly. I hope you won't mind a little poetry. Not backwards, forwards is the spirit side. This moment now alone is our delight. Faust opts to encourage the fighters, to inspire them, rather than relying on his controller abilities. He's not just a soldier, he's a general. Yes, you make a good point. Remind me, where are the blueprints for the suppressor?
Something's wrong.
It's 11. You failed. Escape to the mainland. Go into hiding. Then come back and make sure those bastards can't complete Project X.
Something's wrong.
seen Skiff in action. He's a formidable adversary, so give it your all. Once we're through with him, you can have whatever you want. All I'm after is Korshinov's badge. There he is! Let's do it!
Did you find the key? Can't you just move on? When are you going to...
The stalker, he's back. Those papers I mentioned, do you have them?
Where are your manners, young man? You won't even offer a man a shit and pour him a cold one?
Here. I don't want to be anywhere near these things.
This is... Yes! This is it! At last!
There's nothing exciting in there anyhow. I've told you before, young man, if even my own work can end in failure...
Faust wasn't exactly... a failure. In a way. Haven't you heard? He tapped into the X network, brought the monolith back, and caused a bloodbath all over the zone.
So he's... your project? The abilities you incorporate...
Shut up! I knew I was right all along. So that bunch of old farts in pots haven't given up on my research. Hooking him up to the monolith was a stroke of genius.
Thanks for those papers. They're a treasure worth all the years I spent at Malachite. We'll stay in touch. I've got grand plans for the future.
And I told them that the only way to create a true controller is to preserve his capacity to think, to feel, and make decisions. Sure, right now the choices he's making don't align with what the Ward, the NDST or anyone else had in mind. But I did succeed.
I found the suppressor. Can you install it?
All right. I almost forgot the reason you're here. All the work I did. It's all become meaningless. You're going to kill Faust.
A lot of good soldiers died because of him.
Soldiers killing other soldiers. It's a tale as old as time. Why should I care? I've provided you with a weapon to use against Faust. It's up to you to find someone to install it. You're as much of a fool as I am if you think you can set things right. The controller project was abandoned, and yet Faust endures. Monolith disappeared, and now it has returned. Go ahead and kill Faust, Stalker. It won't change a thing. You'll see.
Quit bugging me.
What about the helicopters, Doc? My friend's there.
Everyone had friends there private. I told you before. The Major will announce the final list later. Keep waiting. I hope your friend is alive.
And recuperate? My men died getting your asses out of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. I damn near died at the Dugas, and now you're telling me to rest?
I'm afraid there is nothing else I can do for you right now.
You've been promising me Class 5 sea protection for years!
Colonel, sir, no one expected the small Dugas to...
No one, huh? My men are still lying out there, and I can't even bury them!
At least you didn't share their fate.
What?
We selected soldiers and studied them in order to understand how psi immunity works, but this procedure had a side effect we weren't expecting. Loss of protection against target psi exposure.
What the hell does that mean?
We have created Class 5 protection as promised, but it only works for you, Colonel.
Get out of here! Darling, you bastards! Stand down!
Those monolithians. They fight like it's their last stand. Die happy. Faust could be envied. Huh?
And good. Hold on. What's the deal with the Promin factory?
We found a depleted America, Colonel.
Ozersky. Get the Malachite on the double. Find out what's going on.
Why? Please don't. What's going on? Tell me.
Shut up. For once in your damn life, just shut the fuck up! Class 5C protection, you little shit! My soldier's blood is on your hands.
I had no idea. I swear, Colonel, if...
Shut your mouth. What have you got, Skiff?
Ozerski wanted me to get the mirror facility online. It could be important.
I need to see Zersky, Colonel. I have to talk to him in person. You can trust...
You'll go with my men. Now get out of here.
I know how to take Faust down. But I'll need some help from a tech.
You'll have all the help and equipment you need. Get it done, Stalker. I know you can.
I was informed that Korshinov gave the go-ahead. Come on, quickly.
Here's a good one. In a deep, dark city, in the deep, dark zone.
The usual? Good as new? Even better? Take good care of your gun, and it'll work like a charm.
Here. I'm told you're in possession of a device that can protect from Faust's influence. We must act fast. We're getting ready to take the Dugas under the IPSS control and get rid of those fanatics once and for all. Your help can increase our chances. Our forward command post is close to the Dugas. Sending over the coordinates, and you'll get the details once there.